A spotlight hit center stage, and for a moment the entire auditorium went silent. The judges leaned forward, the audience held their breath, and millions watching from home felt something electric in the air. No one knew his name yet, no one knew his story, but the instant he stepped out, wearing a simple suit and holding an old microphone like it was a sacred treasure, everyone sensed that something unforgettable was about to happen. If you're watching this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, because what you're about to witness is the kind of story that reminds us why we never give up on our dreams. His name was Ramon Dela Cruz, a 38-year-old Filipino janitor from Cavite. Backstage, his hands had been trembling, not from fear of the stage but from years of life weighing heavily on him. He had almost turned around and gone home again. He was used to being invisible, mopping floors at a bus terminal, singing quietly during night shifts just to stay awake, doing his best to support his mother's medication and his younger sister's college fees. Singing had always been his escape, the one gift he felt God had given him. But dreams were expensive, and he felt he could never afford his. Mon glanced at the cheering crowd in front of him. For a split second, he wanted to disappear. But then he remembered why he came, the letter from his mother written in shaky handwriting. "Anak, promise me one thing. Before I leave this world, let me see you chase the dream that makes your soul alive." So he stayed. He lifted the mic. And the judges waited. "Tell us who you are," one of them asked. Mon took a breath. "I'm Mon. I'm from the Philippines. People call me the Filipino Elvis." The audience chuckled warmly. The judges smiled with curiosity. But behind Mon's shy grin was a lifetime of pain mixed with hope. When the music started, an old instrumental of "Can't Help Falling in Love," everyone expected a sweet tribute. But the moment Mon opened his mouth, the room exploded. His voice was deep, velvet smooth, powerful yet fragile, carrying both the charm of Elvis and the unmistakable warmth of a Filipino soul. Gasps echoed. The crowd leapt to their feet. Even the judges were stunned, no one blinked, not even once, afraid they might miss a single note. Mon wasn't just singing. He was pouring out every heartbreak, every silent sacrifice, every dream he kept buried. He sang for his mother. He sang for the life he wanted but never believed he deserved. He sang for every person watching who had ever been told they were too poor, too old, too late to dream again. Halfway through the song, his voice trembled, just slightly. Because at that moment, he saw a familiar face in the crowd, his sister, tears streaming down her cheeks, holding their mother's scarf. She had traveled secretly just to surprise him. The emotion hit him hard, but he didn't stop. In fact, it made his final note soar even higher. When the last vibration faded, the silence that followed felt sacred. And then, the whole auditorium erupted. People screamed. Some cried. The judges stood, speechless. One judge had tears in her eyes as she said, that wasn't a performance. That was a lifetime in a single song. Another leaned forward and whispered, "You were born to be on this stage." Mon couldn't speak. His voice cracked as he tried to thank them, but everyone already knew what he felt. Then came the moment no one expected. One of the judges reached out, smiled with a trembling hand, and slammed the golden buzzer. Golden confetti filled the air like 1,000 dreams falling at once. Mon froze, overwhelmed. He covered his face, shaking, unable to believe that after years of being unnoticed, overlooked, and unheard, someone finally saw him. The audience chanted his name. His sister rushed on stage and hugged him tightly, both of them sobbing as the golden rain continued to fall. But behind the magical moment was a deeper truth. Mon hadn't won because he sounded like Elvis. He won because he sounded like himself, raw, honest, and full of heart. As he walked off stage, one judge said quietly, "There will be people watching at home who needed this. You just reminded them that it's never too late to rise." And that was the message Mon carried with him. Not fame. Not applause. But hope. So if you're listening now, yes, you remember this part of the story. Dreams don't expire. Talent doesn't disappear just because you hide it. And sometimes, all it takes is one brave step onto a stage you never thought you belonged to. If Mon's journey inspired you even a little, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. You never know, your share might be the golden buzzer someone else has been waiting for.